Happy December, everyone. Welcome to Arcade 92's December walkthrough video. So we are going to go through the whole arcade and show you every game that we have out here on the floor, ready for you to play at Arcade 92. We'll go over everything at the bar as well, so you can see what we have in our full bar. But let's start off with the machines right here by the front door. So we have got the very classic Asteroids, Donkey Kong, Spy Hunter, Space Invaders, and the 20-year reunion of Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. So it doesn't get much more classic than those two. And Tron. Tron is such a cool and unique game. The video game actually made more money than the movie did, which is one of those little fun facts. Okay, we've got Dig Dug, Dragon's Lair. So just to pause here for a moment. Again, Arcade 92 is free play. So what that means is for $12 at the door, you get a wristband, and you can play as much as you want with no quarters, no cards, no tokens. So you can finally beat this wonderfully but stressful game, Dragon's Lair. Pac-Man, Track and Field. Very fun game if you can get 2 or 4 people on this one. It's quite a noisy game. Donkey Kong Jr., Centipede. We've also got another Miss Pac-Man over here, if you like the original a little better than the Anniversary Edition. Gyrus, Defender, Frogger, Zaxxon, and my current favorite retro game, Ciders. Alright, let's loop around here because we got a Gorf. Gorf is one of those really fun but bizarre games. It was supposed to be Star Trek, but that did not pan out, so Gorf is kind of a plan B. Nintendo's Punch-Out, Moon Patrol. And again, we have an original Galaga here, if you'd rather do that than the Anniversary Edition. Donkey Kong 3, and Millipede by Atari as well. Alright, let's loop around here. We've got a game way ahead of its time from the kind of the mid to late 80s. Gauntlet 2, very unique game, offering 4 players simultaneous play. That was way ahead of its time. And speaking of which, this one from 1989, giving credit for setting the kind of the groundwork for the events that happened in 1992, which we get our name from, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it kind of set the stage for a new wave of arcade games that would become prominent between the very early 90s, peaking at 1992. We got Joust, Arkanoid, which you most likely played at like a Pizza Hut probably. Super Mario Brothers, the video game that single-handedly saved the gaming industry in the mid-80s. Pole Position, the original Mario Brothers before they were Super. Operation Thunderbolt, so it's actually the sequel to Operation Wolf. So, 2-player game. We try to encourage as much multiplayer game here at the arcade, so we got this one. Because Operation Wolf is only a single player. Missile Command, Outrun, learn how to drive on that game. Robotron, and Q-Birds. Love me some Q-Birds. Okay, so 2 that we have right over here by the bar is Tapper and Paperboy. Alright, let's work our way over here. Alright, so we are in now what I would call the 90s section. So we just left the 80s section. So let's start over here with Mortal Kombat, again released in 1992. This is the game that really made the 90s an unstoppable force and gave us the video game industry that we all enjoy today. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. My favorite game from the 90s, Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. Street Fighter 2, so this is actually a new Street Fighter 2. We had one before. It was having 2 regular repair issues, so we actually got a new one. But it's still retro, it's still authentic, but it's a better renovated one. Captain America and the Avengers, Tekken 3, Viper Phase 1, probably next to Galaga, my favorite shoot 'em up. And Killer Instinct 2. This one's not too common out there. Usually the first one's pretty easy to find, but the second one's not easy to come by. It doesn't get much more 90s than this. We have Revolution X. That's right, a video game inspired by the band Aerosmith. And Off-Road. So you probably played this one at a grocery store. Fun 3-player game. One of my favorite games of all time. Off-Road. Carnival. Area 51 Site 4. Lethal Enforcers. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Star Wars Trilogy. And one of our newer games, so even though this is the 90s section, this one's from the early 2000s. This is Alien Extermination. Really fun game, good 2-player shoot 'em up. Kind of ushered into the new type of gaming in the early 2000s. We've got Blitz. Blitz is fun. This is actually a brand new Simpsons as well. If you've been in before, we had a Simpsons, but it was just really rough, and the monitor was starting to go out. So we actually found what I would say is a near perfect renovated Simpson machine. Now we did have to repair the monitor, but man, that monitor is gorgeous. NBA Jam, X-Men, and Sunset Riders. Again, same idea. We didn't get a lot of new games in since last month, but what we did is we actually got some better games in. So this is actually our real Sunset Riders. We had another one before, but it was kind of just temporarily here and was an LCD monitor. We try to stay as authentic as possible. 99% of our machines have the authentic CRT monitor and not a modernized like LCD monitor. All right, so we've got Arch Rivals. This is one of the foundations of NBA Jam, but on this one you get to play basketball and punch each other while you're at it. Street Fighter Alpha, Final Fight, and Dr. Mario. All right, so now we're going to shift gears and go over here. So you are looking at, yes, Wolfenstein 3D. We also have Doom on here. We have several really popular games from the 90s, early 90s, being run on a mini PC. If you want to play Quake, here's where you can do it. So, man, we're talking amazing games before the era of 3D. So great. We've got an N64 running Mario 64. We've got an original Nintendo Entertainment System running Super Mario 3. The PlayStation Original running Twisted Metal. And a Super Nintendo running the original Mario Kart. So if you're playing Mario Kart 8 right now, you want to come in here and see what it was like on the first edition on Super Nintendo. Bubble Bobble on NES, and of course Sonic the Hedgehog on Genesis. All right, so as we pan out here, you can see we've got actually a good amount of seating in here. So if you want to have like your, adult or kiddo birthday party, if you want to have corporate events, we can definitely help out with that. We have these seating here. And we also have more seating down in this section, which is we're getting a little less retro here and much more modern. So welcome to Arcade 92's eSports Lounge. So we have 13 eSports stations with Nintendo Switches, Xboxes, and PlayStation. So we'll loop around there. Before we go through those, let's check out our pinball lineup. We have the brand spanking new 007 from Stern Pinball. Super excited about this one. It is brand new, and I don't want to say we're the first to have it in DFW. We might, but if not, we're on the short list for sure. We've played it. It's a great game. And again, even when I'm pinball, we are free play. We got Avengers Infinity Quest, Godzilla, which is my favorite pinball machine currently out right now, but 007 might give that a run for its money. Rush, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Jurassic Park. So we got a beautiful pinball lineup. That's actually only half of it. In a moment here, we'll go over to those pins over there, so you can see the additional pinball machines that we have. Guitar Hero. We brought in this is a modernized Tetris. So this is actually a newly made Tetris custom cabinet. But man, we used to have a authentic retro Tetris, but it got played so much it just kept getting beat up on. So we got a new one in. It is 2-player, and you get the same like shapes at the same rate. So whoever's the better organizer wins. So come check out Tetris. All right, so over here we have a combination of Xboxes, PlayStations, and Nintendo Switches in our eSports Lounge. So you can see up here at the top we have our metal posters of the great founders of the video game industry. Okay, so we got this is just a few examples of some of the games we have going right now, which is NBA Jam. We've got this one from 2021, plus the newer one. We've got Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Spellbreak, Minecraft Dungeons, Overcooked, the brand new chapter and season of Fortnite. It's a good one. They put a good one together. Smash Brothers Ultimate, Mario Kart 8, Rocket League, Call of Duty, the most recent one, FIFA 22, Minecraft, and Apex Legends. So everybody gets their big old TV, 2 controllers, and very, very comfy chairs. So come check out our eSports Lounge. You get to sit side by side right by your friends and take on the internet. Okay, so let's scoot our way over here. We've got Pump It Up, which is our dance game. We also normally have a DDR Extreme 2, but it's out for repair right now. So this one was going to be taking its place for a bit. Cosmotron's a very fun and unique 4-player game. Then we also have these 2 fighting stations here. I'm sorry, the Vulik stations is a better name for them. We've got Johnny Cage over there with the Mortal Kombat 11, so you can fight side by side with your friends. And this is a Pandora's box. So the way this works is there are literally thousands of games on a Pandora's box. You can choose whatever game you want, but right now we're running Crash Bandicoot. So you can change it if you want to. If you could think of a game, it is most likely on here. One cool thing is a shout out to myself, but there's actually 3 games on here that when I was a game tester back in the 90s, 3 of those games are actually on this system. And one specific game called Death Pool, if you actually beat the game, you'll see my name at the credits. Special thanks to. So that's kind of my little claim to fame, to have my name in shiny lights, so to speak. So Killer Queen, an amazing and very unique 10-player game. That's right, 10 players. You got some friends? Come and play Killer Queen. It can be played with as few as 2 people, but man, it builds a crowd, and it is a fun, cooperative, and competitive game. All right, so let's finish off the other half of the pinball lineup. We've got Hot Wheels, the Munsters, Star Wars, Deadpool, and the Mandalorian. All right, guys, so that is our whole lineup, but we got to show you what's at the bar, right? We are a retro bar arcade, right? So we've got plenty for you to do. It's not just have a drink, or it's not just play games, but to also have a drink. So let's go check out what we got up here at the bar. So before I go through all the package and bottles that we have and draft, I want to go over our signature gaming-themed cocktails. So let's go over we have the Zelda Lime Margarita, the Pac-Man Mango Margarita, Atari Old Fashioned, Tapper's Old Fashioned, which is our newest drink, which we're very excited about, the Whiskey Smash Bros, Donkey Kong, Bowser's Fireball, the Goomba, this gorgeous drink, the Chaos Emerald, Miss Pac-Man's Lemonade, Zangief's Mule, which is our kind of our twist on the Russian Mule, Princess Peach Tea, Yoshi's Island, Sub-Zero, Mike's Punch-Out, the Double Dragon Mojito, Kirby's Love Tap, and another new drink we have called the Yippee-Ki-Yay. So that is our special Christmas drink that we're bringing in. And if you know the Die Hard reference, you're going to love that even more. So come try out the Yippee-Ki-Yay and all 17 other of our unique drinks as well. So, okay, let's pick up here and check out all the everything that we have in bottles and cans. We've got Angry Orchard, Blue Moon, King's Hershey's, that drink is delicious, Dragon's Milk, Temptress, our left-handed milk stout. If beer's not so much your thing, we have the Woodchuck's Hard Cider Rosé, Mimosa for those Sunday afternoons, R.I.P., which is a new drink from Tufts Brewery, Carbox Light Circuits, Ballast Point's Sculpton IPA, Hazy DC from Raw & Sons, Sweater Weather from Lakewood Brewery, perfect time of year for that, Dallas Blonde, Guinness, the new release here from Bishop Cider called French 75, very unique drink. Highly recommend that one. Truly's Strawberry Lemonade, Black Cherry by White Claw, as well as the mango. And we also carry awesome East ciders. So we got Blood Orange as well as Blackberry from there. Yingling's Traditional Lager, Lone Star, and then some of your traditional ones, the Bud Light, Coors Light, Budweiser, Stella, Corona, Pacifico, Heineken, and Modelo. Alright, so let's go check out what we have on draft. So I'm going to take you guys kind of around the secret passageway here and show you what we have on draft for right now. So it changes out pretty often, but you get to see what we have right now. This one is amazing. So we've got Lakewood's Salted Caramel Temptress. We have Rars Blonde, Sunny Little Thing by Sierra, Storm Cloud IPA, the Pineapple Paradise from Bishop Cider. You gotta love that tap handle, that's fantastic. Juicy Haze IPA by Voodoo Ranger, and Cardbox Will Shoot Your Eye Out just in time for the holiday season. Tupps Juice Pack, always a winner there. Michelob Ultra, Shiner Bock, Dos Equis, and Miller Lite. So, in addition to that, again, we are a full bar, so if you could think of it, we probably have it. So we've got all of our whiskey options here, quite a bit. And then over here we've got our vodkas, we've got our gins, as well as tequilas. So we have a very unique signature cocktails that we offer. But in addition to that, if you can think of it, we most likely can make it. I want to show off our new shirts as well. So we've got our K92 in historic downtown McKinney. Super pumped about that. So come get your new Arcade 92 shirts. And the next thing I want to show you, I actually want to take you guys out on the patio. So follow me out here again. So we are not open yet. So I'm just doing this before we open because it gets too loud in here for me to do that. But we do have a covered patio. So covered patio is a bunch of seating out here. And for those wanting to hang out in the patio, we have a couple games. So we've got our multi-cade here, so about 60 games in it. So you can come outside and play that one. And we also have a Pong. So now this is not an authentic Pong, but you know, Pong goes back to 1962. It celebrated its 50-year birthday, like just a few days ago. Which we actually share a birthday with Pong. So we celebrated our 3rd year, Pong celebrated its 50th year. So to find a functional Pong that could be used in a commercial setting is pretty much impossible. So we brought this guy in so you can still enjoy the game Pong, even though it's, you know, not quite the real deal, but it's still a lot of fun. So, okay, so you can see here the rest of our patio. So we have even more sitting over here. So you can watch the Fair of McKinney. And another cool thing too is you see this big green building here. So that is our parking garage. There's 250 parking spots in the parking garage, and it is all free. So free parking, and you can see just how close it is where you can park right to our front door. So it is very, very close. So let's go over our hours. So one thing I definitely want to say is that we are entering into December. So we're going to have several unique holiday hours where we will be opening at 11 a.m. So the month is kind of cut in half with having special hours opening at 11 a.m. But we have our regular hours at the first part of December. So again, these are the first part of December's hours. So Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday is 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday is 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday is 11 to 11. So whenever we switch to our holiday special hours, all the closing time stays the same, but we open up at 11 a.m. instead. And a special note for Fridays and Saturdays. So again, we are built for adults, but families are very much welcome here. We want you to enjoy the multi-generational gaming experience that is Arcade 92. We've got games made from 40 days ago, such as like the most recent release of like Fortnite. And we also have games made 40 years ago, such as Space Invaders. So, that said, on Fridays and Saturdays, it is at 9 p.m., it is 18 years old and up. So all of our days have no age restrictions. But on Fridays and Saturdays, after 9 p.m., it's 18 and up. And again, we are free play. It's just $12. We've got plenty to play, plenty to drink, And we also have food as well. So we've got like pizzas, we've got wings, brisket sandwiches, lots of things. We've got appetizers like mozzarella cheese sticks, pretzel bites, so there's plenty to eat here as well. We've got some very delicious food that we're very excited about. So, okay, so I'm going to wrap up this video. This is our official December walkthrough, and we look forward to seeing you guys very soon. This is going to be a great December. Lots of time off of school, lots of time off work, plenty of time to play. At Arcade 92, it's time to play again.